Top 10 Poorest Places in Canada. Imagine living in one of the richest countries in the world, yet struggling to afford your next meal. Shockingly, that is the reality of a lot of people in Canada. It has been revealed that more than 7 million people, 18% of the population, are fighting to afford food and make ends meet. Quite unexpected for such a country, right? In today's video, we'll take a look at the cities where Canadians on tight budgets manage to survive, places where affordable housing, cheap food, and basic necessities make life a little more bearable. Let's explore the poorest cities in Canada. Number 10. Sainte-Marie, Quebec. Starting off the list of the poorest cities in Canada is Sainte-Marie, Quebec. It's a small town located along the Chaudière River, roughly 59 km southeast of Quebec City, and is home to nearly 13,000 people, the majority being French speakers. While the town is blessed with fantastic natural beauty and peaceful surroundings, many residents face economic struggles. The local economy doesn't offer many high-paying job opportunities, and what are the implications of that? It has led to lower income levels for most families. These financial difficulties rank among the reasons why Sainte-Marie is considered one of the poorest places in the country. Don't be deceived by its picturesque appearance. Number 9. Rouyn-Noranda, Quebec. Located on the shores of Osisco Lake, near the Ontario border, is another city where living costs are low, allowing people to save money. With a population of over 42,000, more than 95% of the residents of Rouyn-Noranda speak French, as is common across Quebec. The city's economy mainly relies on copper production, earning it the nickname National Copper Capital. Real estate prices here are also quite affordable, with the average home costing around $240,000. Number 8. Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. Sitting as the administrative hub of the Algoma district, this city ranks number 8 among the poorest in Canada. Home to more than 73,000 people, it is the third largest city in northern Ontario. The local economy benefits from steel production, along with renewable energy and tourism, which provide jobs for many residents. When it comes to tourism, it's known as the starting point for one of Canada's most famous train rides, a scenic trip to the Agawa Canyon. The average cost of a house here is around $238,000. Number 7. Rimouski, Quebec. Next on the list of poor cities is a place ideal for those looking to save money. Rimouski, with a population of nearly 47,000, sits along the southern bank of the St. Lawrence River. The local economy thrives on marine activities such as fishing and marine transport, along with several marine research centers, including the St. Lawrence Global Observatory. It's also known as a hub for science and engineering. The average price of a home here is around $227,000. Number 6. Saint-Georges, Quebec. With a population of about 31,000, Saint-Georges is the largest city in southern Quebec. The economy here is diversified, with many manufacturing and service companies. Among them, the semi-trailer manufacturer Manac is the most well-known, as it has its headquarters in this city. This mix of businesses helps create job opportunities for the people living here. However, it is not enough to help it escape this list. The average price of a house in Saint-Georges is around $219,000, making it an affordable option for those looking to settle down. Number 5. Timmins, Ontario. This quiet town has a claim to fame as the birthplace of Shania Twain, one of the most successful musicians today. It is a very community known for its mining and lumber industries. With around 42,000 residents, many young people are chasing their dreams while trying to keep their living costs low. For those interested in settling down here, the average home price stands at $212,922, but it might interest you to know about Do Quilota Revelations by Marty Paul, a health promoter with the Porcupine Health Unit. Health issues pose a significant challenge here. The area has higher rates of cancers, heart, disease, and diabetes compared to the rest of Ontario. Paul emphasized the importance of healthier choices, stating, "Many of these health problems can be prevented if people make better food choices and stay active." He also shared a surprising statistic. People from our area die from preventable causes 23 to 26%, more often than in other parts of Ontario. This concerning trend is fueled by high rates of smoking and low levels of exercise among residents, leading to increased healthcare costs. One major factor contributing to these health issues is the higher price of healthy foods in the area compared to other parts of Ontario. Number 4. Cornwall, Ontario. Situated along the St. Lawrence River, this city is the easternmost in Ontario, Canada, right where the river forms a natural border with the United States. With nearly 47, Cornwall can be described as a border city, where many people find work in a large economy that includes call centers, water transport, and various services. However, Cornwall is facing a growing problem with poverty. The gap between the rich and the poor here is one of the highest in the country. Beneath the appeal of this popular holiday destination lies a harsh reality: high living costs, a shortage of affordable housing, and low-paying seasonal jobs. As the housing crisis worsens, more people are struggling to find stable shelter. Many working individuals are now homeless, living in shelters, vehicles, or even on the streets. The number of organizations providing food for those in need is rapidly increasing, reflecting this urgent issue. According to the Trussell Trust, the number of food aid organizations in Cornwall jumped from 20 to 180 in just 7 years. This rise highlights the growing demand for support in a community facing significant challenges. Number 3. Quesnel, British Columbia. In British Columbia, Quesnel is a nice town where living costs are pretty low. About 12,000 people live here, and many work in tourism. The town also gets a lot of visitors who stop by on their way to the Rocky Mountains or while exploring the North Cariboo region. However, Quesnel has some serious issues. A recent report from Maclean's magazine named it the most dangerous city in British Columbia and the third most dangerous in Canada, based on crime rates. Also, the citizens are definitely not among the richest in Canada. On the bright side, the average house price in Quesnel is $209,133, which makes it a good choice for people looking to buy. Plus, Quesnel has some of the lowest taxes in Canada, which makes it even more attractive for residents. Number 2. Bécancour, Quebec. An intriguing but poor city in Canada has made it into our list. Bécancour is divided from Trois-Rivières by the St. Lawrence River. About 12,500 people call Bécancour home, and many commute to Trois-Rivières for work while living in Bécancour. The city is clean, but might not be as conducive due to the abundance of industry in the locality. This is an industrial city where petroleum products, refractory metals, and industrial parts are produced, and many other industries, such as aeronautics too, are available. Bécancour is a small town that depends a lot on big factories, especially ones that make aluminium and work with energy. When these factories slow down or close, many people lose their jobs. The town doesn't have many other kinds of jobs, so it's hard for people to find work. Because Bécancour is small, it doesn't grow as fast as bigger cities. All of this makes it a place where many people struggle with money. Number 1. Sept-Îles, Quebec. Located in Quebec's Côte-Nord region, this city is on the north shore of the Gulf of St. Lawrence. With a population of around 28,000, Sept-Îles can be called a medium-sized city, full of people who work blue-collar jobs. The economy is largely supported by iron and aluminium, which are mined and processed in this city. The city is also popular among ocean-going travelers who come to take boat cruises. Sept-Îles also has many jobs in the services sector. Financial services, transportation, and other services are important in this city. The vast majority of the city's inhabitants are French-speaking. Why is it on this list then? Well, due to a few reasons. For a small, remote town, which depends mainly on industries like shipping and mining, the cost of living is really high, probably because the town is far from larger cities, and things like food and goods are more expensive to bring in. All of these factors combined to make Sept-Îles a place where many residents face financial difficulties. Also, what happens when you lose your job in Sept-Îles? Because there aren't many jobs lying around, you might have to spend a really long time before you can get another one, and trust me, that can be really unpleasant. The average price for a house in Sept-Îles is $204,000. And there you have it. If you enjoyed watching this video, do well to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons and drop your questions or comments in the comments box. See you in the next one.